Hello everybody and welcome to another video from Mac User, and in this video we're going to talk about Time Machine and how we set it up. So let's get into it, shall we? So I'm on my iMac and I'm going to set up my Time Machine. So if you go to System Settings, then General, and then select Time Machine, and it gives you an option. And on this particular video I've got an external drive that's plugged into the iMac. I also have two drives on my network which are available for Time Machine backup. As you can see in the video, I've got one backup which is running off a Mac Mini. I called it the Minden server, and that one has an external hard drive plugged into it that is set up as a shared Time Machine network backup. It is running the old Mac server software licensing, so it's like basically the old Macintosh server license you buy from the App Store, and that's basically got a file sharing capability with an external hard drive plugged into the Mac, and that's how that Time Machine's working. And then I also have the airport time capsule, so the last generation time capsule that Apple produced back in, I think, 2018. As you see, when I try and use the time capsule airport option to do the backup, once I remember the password, it struggles to actually back up. As you'll find with the airport time capsule, it won't be able to back up the operating system if you run in 26. So this is a feature they introduced in 26. So in Teo, they introduced this option, and basically they're phasing out the ability to use time capsule as your backup for your Time Machine. So you'll get this error message, unless it can locate an existing backup. So say you were running Sequoia or Sonoma, you will not be allowed to use this option to back up your operating system. So that only leaves me basically either backing up through the external hard drive, or I use the backup that's running off my Mac server. So I've logged in on the Mac Mini server with one of the passwords, and it gives you the option there to put in an encrypted backup. So the default option is it's always enabled, and then you just put in your password, and then you can obviously you can customize whether you want to back up certain parts of the data or the whole thing. And then if you don't want the backup to be encrypted, you just select unencrypted, and then you let the backup go away. By having Time Machine in your preview menu at the top right hand corner, you can click on the clock and you can start the backup. Otherwise you have to wait the 120 seconds while it processes the backup. And that backup will start every hour once the very first backup is completed. So you need to let Time Machine do its very first backup, which can take a significant amount of time. Once you've completed that backup, Time Machine will now kick in every hour. You can customize that, so you can select it to do weekly backups or monthly backups instead, and that will save you obviously hard drive space. As you can see, your frequency backup gives you three options there, so every hour, every day, or weekly backups, or you can just put in the manual option, but I just always have it defaulted to the hourly backup. And then the external drive, which has data on it, I got the option there to have that included in the Time Machine backup. And all I do is I highlight it, and then I just click the minus button. It's then removed. So that drive is now being told to back up. And if I now start Time Machine backup, it will not only do the internal drive, it will do the external drive as well, as long as there's enough storage space on the machine that it's backing up to. And that's it really, pretty straightforward process of running Time Machine. You've basically got, on the new operating system, you've only really got two options now: an external hard drive that you plug in and back that up. So an external hard drive plugged in and you back that one up. or you have a file sharing system, so either a NAS, a network associated drive, or a server that has a external drive that can be used as a file sharing network drive to do your backup. It is a shame that the time capsule option is being pulled and you will not be able to back up to the time capsule if you're starting afresh. If you've got an existing backup on it, it will still carry on the backup. So on a different machine, this is a Mac Mini. It's got an external hard drive that's plugged into the machine, and the machine is running an older operating system. All you do is you go again into system settings, or system preferences in this case because it's quite an old operating system. Then you select the drive that you want, and that might prompt you to wipe the drive, so it'll format the drive how the operating system wants the drive so that it can then start the time machine backup. You select that backup, so that drive, and it will then go away and do that very first backup. And again, in this option, I just select from the clock option in the Finder menu, I select it to back up the drive straight away instead of waiting the 120 seconds it will take to kick in. And it will go away and do a full backup of the drive. Once it's completed the full drive option, every hour it will kick back in to change the backups. One thing on the older operating systems is you don't have the option for encrypting the backup. You can do it through disk utilities, so you can format the drive in disk utilities, but when I go into here, it's obviously formatted as macOS Extended Journal, which is the default for the backup solution for Time Machine. Anyway, that's it from this video. Hopefully that you found that one of use for you. Look forward to seeing you on the next video, and as always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.